Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hot Cup Daily. Today, we're going to be diving back into an update on the case of Baby Emmanuel Haro. Thank you for joining. I'm coming in today to discuss an update that we have on the case in regards to Baby Emmanuel Haro, the 7-month-old baby that went missing in Riverside County. The case where the mom said that somebody came up to her while she was at the parking lot of a sporting goods store and said hola to her. And then next thing she knows, she woke up and her baby was gone. It looks like he was sentenced. So I'm going to go ahead and go over exactly what happened in the courtroom. And also I'm going to play a little bit of the footage and discuss the outcome of his sentencing for the killing of Baby Emmanuel Haro.
Jake Haro pleaded guilty last month to second-degree murder in the death of 7-month-old baby Emmanuel.
Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan is live in Riverside with what happened in court today. Rob.
Well, let me start with what happened a couple of years ago when Jake Haro pleaded guilty in a child abuse case involving another one of his children. The judge at the time sentencing him to probation, community service, saying that he was giving him, quote, a second chance. Well, now, after pleading guilty to second-degree murder after killing his son, Baby Emmanuel, this judge today threw the book at him.
This court, having taken the defendant's plea, having read and considered the probation report, and having seen, heard, and considered the evidence and arguments of counsel at the sentencing hearing, as well as taking judicial notice of its own records, hereby pronounces the sentence as described in this order. The court imposes an aggregate sentence of 180 days and 6 years, 8 months, plus 25 years to life and fines as specified. As I will explain shortly, the sentence of 180 days and 6 years and 8 months will be determined. The 25 years to life is indeterminate and will be described at this time. Probation is denied. Because Mr. Haro was on probation for a felony offense at the time he committed the serious and violent offenses of murder and assault on a child under a causing death, he is ineligible for probation, pursuant to Penal Code Section 1203. Accordingly, probation is denied. In regards to the terms of imprisonment, this case involves the imposition of determinate terms and indeterminate terms. The court will first address the indeterminate terms. I did read the briefing submitted by Ms. Lowe and Ms. Garthwaite, as well as by Mr. Smith. Mr. Roberts.
Speaking out, saying Jake Haro, her daughter's husband, never even let her meet the 7-month-old baby.
I wish you could look at me and tell me why.
The Riverside County man who admitted to killing his 7-month-old son has been sentenced to more than 30 years to life in prison. Jake Haro, 32, was sentenced Monday in the killing of his son, Emmanuel Haro, and additional charges, according to a news release from Riverside County District Attorney's Office. On what the court found to the primary charge, child abuse resulting in death. Haro was sentenced to 25 years to life with an additional 6 years for a prior child abuse case and another 8 months for being a felon in possession of a firearm. All told, that at least 31 years, 8 months in prison, though he was credited with about a year and a half with time served. He's also forced to pay $10,000 in restitution, and the sentencing came after Haro changed his plea to guilty on October 16th, nearly 2 months after he and his wife, Rebecca Haro, were arrested. Instead of being kidnapped, Emmanuel died as a result of prolonged abuse, prosecutors said, though his body has not been found. Jake Haro was already on probation on a child abuse case involving another of his children, a then 10-week-old daughter who developed cerebral palsy as a result. Rebecca Haro, 41, also faces charges of murder and filing a false police report. She maintained her not guilty plea. The lies told in this case only deepen the tragedy of Emmanuel's death, Riverside County District Attorney Mike Hestron said in the release. While today's sentence represents a measure of accountability for Jake Haro, our office will continue to seek justice as the case against this defendant moves forward. Okay, now we're going to get into the judge's sentencing part of it. And his statement to Mr. Haro stated, Mr. Haro, the man who was supposed to protect these defenseless children, the sentence here is the most that the court can do to ensure that as much justice is done as possible. Judge Gary Polk said in court, the Superior Court judge sentenced Jake Haro to more than 30 years in state prison after he pled guilty to murdering Emmanuel and then falsely reporting he'd been kidnapped. He was sentenced to 25 years to life for second-degree murder, but the judge also, as I said before, sentenced him for the previous case I had discussed in regards to baby Carolina Haro. He sentenced him to 2 terms of 6 months plus 6 years and 8 months for violation of probation in that child abuse case he had. And he'll serve his time for the previous case for baby Carolina, the 6 years and 8 months before he begins his 25 years to life sentence for the murder of baby Emmanuel. The judge also stated that there was no probation. He will not be eligible for that due to him violating the previous order for the previous case. So I just ask you, my community, how do you guys feel about this? It's devastating that he was able to slip through the cracks and get away with doing what he did to baby Carolina, and then to be able to do this to baby Emmanuel. The judge did what he could do. As far as this judge, I'm saying, in this case. But I just feel like he should have been sentenced to life. I feel like there shouldn't have been no other sentencing for him after the horrific things that he did to his 10-month-old daughter and altered her life forever. And then he turned around and killed his son. And that's just my personal opinion. I want to know what you guys think about this case. If you're not familiar with it, you're more than welcome to go into my videos. And there's videos from the beginning of the case. And I just wanted to keep you guys updated. I'm happy that justice is served. Now we have to get justice for baby Emmanuel from his mother, because regardless if she says that she's not guilty, as the news reported, I feel like she's guilty as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks again for tuning in to Hot Cup Daily. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to keep up to date with the latest breaking news and trending news today. Thank you.